Freshly armed with a journalism degree, I returned to my hometown haunted by the chilling narratives enveloping the Rockwell Mine. These unsettling tales have lingered for years, their darkness casting shadows over the community. Drawing on the skills and knowledge forged in my studies, I am now poised to unravel the mysterious history that conceals the mine's secrets. As I venture into my inaugural investigation report focused on the Rockwell Mine incidents, I am hoping that fortune favors my pursuit of truth. Headline: Haunted legends emerge from abandoned mine. In a twist of the eerie and the unexplained, the abandoned Rockwell Mine has revealed a tapestry of haunted legends, shrouding its dark history in enigmatic tales and unsettling whispers. As more miners delved into the mine's passages, they found themselves immersed in a world where folklore and superstitions intertwined with reality. Stories of apparitions, ghostly voices, and unexplained phenomena had long haunted the mine's reputation. But now, the miners were experiencing these legends firsthand. The once dismissed stories of restless spirits and haunted tunnels have taken on an unsettling reality. As the investigation into the mine's haunted history continues, it's clear that the community is struggling to reconcile the legends with their newfound presence. As the boundaries between the living and the supernatural blur within the Rockwell Mine, the search for answers intensifies, leaving the community to ponder the unsettling truths that may lie within this ominous place. Headline: Government shuts down Rockwell Mine amidst growing death toll and missing miners, March 4th, 1951. In a long overdue action, the government has made the decision to close the Rockwell Mine following a series of tragic deaths and the mysterious disappearance of over 100 miners over the past few years. The question on everyone's mind: Why did it take so long for this decision to be made? Was the government somehow involved, driven by greed or ulterior motives? Unfortunately, the mysteries of this mine may remain forever concealed, as the location is now off limits to the general public, with no reopening date for workers in sight. We urge anyone with information on suspicious activities to report them to the local police. Our hopes are that the lost souls may finally find their peace. Ten miners trapped in Rockwell Mine. Seasoned professionals face a perilous situation deep within the abandoned mine. Equipped with extensive mining experience, they descended into the Rockwell Mine for a routine day, but encountered unexpected obstacles, rendering the passageways unrecognizable. Trapped in the dark depths, communication with the miners was severed, prompting urgent response from search and rescue teams and local authorities. John Patterson, owner of Rockwell Mining Company, is tirelessly collaborating with authorities to ensure the miners' safe return, emphasizing the utmost importance of their well-being. As the mystery deepens over hours turning into days, the community anxiously awaits the miners' escape. The Rockwell Mine's unforeseen ordeal raises pressing questions about the experienced miners' return from the abandoned depths, adding to the uncertainty surrounding this challenging situation.
It's nobody's fault, but the inevitable buildup of methane in the mine is like a ticking time bomb. The readings have gone off the charts. Everyone is told that their equipment is fine, and they assure us it will dissipate, so they encourage us to keep working. They provide an excuse about magnetic interference, but I can't shake the feeling that as we descend deeper into the mine, we might be disrupting some kind of signal. But what if I'm wrong? And it takes just one spark to erase us from existence, should I raise these concerns. Michael Lau.
I and a team of fellow workers ventured deeper into the mine. Their task was to initiate a controlled explosion in a new section of rock. As per instructions, I remained behind, being the newcomer to the team. About 10 minutes later, I heard the deafening sound of explosions. When the rescuers finally reached the miners, they discovered that only Harry Dogald had survived. However, he was not the same person he once was. Something had gone terribly wrong in those depths. I can't help but wish there was something I could have done for them. John.
Headline: Sabotage Unearthed, a sinister plot in the abandoned mine. In a shocking turn of events, evidence of deliberate tampering with the infrastructure of the abandoned Rockwell Mine has come to light, leaving a community baffled and questioning the motives behind this sinister act. As a new shift of miners is welcomed to the mine, what they uncovered was beyond their worst nightmares. As they ventured deeper into the mine's intricate tunnels, it became clear that the structural integrity of the mine had been compromised. Support beams had been intentionally weakened, passageways blocked, and critical safety equipment tampered with. What ulterior motives lie behind this calculated act? Is there a hidden treasure or valuable resource within the mine that someone is willing to go to extremes to secure? Rescue teams and local authorities are now on high alert as they attempt to navigate the treacherous tunnels and restore the mine's safety. The investigation into this deliberate act of sabotage is ongoing, and the public anxiously awaits answers.
An unforeseen collapse of the mine's doors left the miners in that section with no means of escape. A bold and daring rescue mission was swiftly organized, but unexpected complications emerged, posing additional threats to both the rescuers and the trapped miners. One of our fellow miners ventured back inside the blocked section, aiming to reach Jack, who was deeper in the mine, but then another collapse occurred. They didn't make it, and all I witnessed was death. I should have been the one in there. My sanity is slipping away, and if the rescue efforts fail, I question the purpose of it all.
The advancing age and gradual deterioration of the mine have emerged as critical factors, causing structural issues that ultimately led to the miners' entrapment. One can only hope the safety team thoroughly inspected the tunnels, right? As a mere worker here, I trust they executed their responsibilities correctly. However, I can't help but doubt the safety of this environment. Structural problems have become a daily occurrence lately, and I can't shake the feeling that something is profoundly amiss with this mine. Johnny?
The miners are falling ill at an alarming rate, with one of them becoming seriously ill to the point of attempting an attack on others today. A pickaxe in the hands of a sick individual can result in significant harm. Fortunately, John, being the largest person in the group by far, managed to subdue him swiftly. The question that looms in our minds is, what is unfolding within the depths of this mine?
The miner's communication equipment unexpectedly malfunctions, resulting in confusion and a breakdown in coordination during what should have been a routine operation. As a consequence, Tom faces blame for the explosion, as he forgot to properly vent the methane lines, which ultimately led to the catastrophic collapse. James.
In this twisted realm, death seems like the only escape from this living nightmare. I can feel the darkness closing in, and I'm no longer sure if there's any way back to the world of the living. I hope you forgive me for my sins.
unforeseen collapse of the mine's doors left the miners in that section with no means of escape. A
Our radios have become frustratingly unreliable below a certain depth, leaving us feeling increasingly isolated down here. The situation has escalated into arguments as we persistently voice our concerns. Our superiors, however, remain unyielding, insisting that everything is functioning perfectly. If that's the case, then why do we continue to lose communication as we venture deeper into the mine?
Miners are turning on each other. In a split second, someone appears perfectly fine, and the next moment, they're launching surprise attacks from behind. This has been happening at an alarming rate. Authorities claim it's due to excessive drinking, and they warn of potential termination if this continues. I don't understand. They've never fought each other even when intoxicated. Daniel.
The explosion took us by complete surprise. We were simply going about our work when chaos suddenly erupted. The team was diligently chipping away at the rock, and everything seemed routine. But when I glanced over, a few of the miners were coming from the deeper section and were making their way towards us. As they drew nearer, I heard screams, and then, shockingly, a dynamite stick caught on fire and exploded. This was entirely unexpected. Those sticks have long wires for detonation. What on earth is happening down here? I'm thankful that I was about 50 feet away, giving me the chance to sprint into another tunnel for safety.
It's a nightmarish existence down here, and the line between reality and the supernatural has blurred beyond recognition. I can't bear the torment any longer. The relentless horrors, the gruesome killings, and the haunting visions have pushed me to the brink. I love you all, but I can't take it anymore. Matthew.
In this twisted realm, death seems like the only escape from this living nightmare. I can feel the darkness closing in, and I'm no longer sure if there's any way back to the world of the living. I hope you forgive me for my sins.
We've been witnessing an unusual spike in cave-ins lately, and it's not your typical shifts. Something about them just doesn't sit right. The inspectors have been diligent, assuring us that everything's been double-checked by top professionals. I want to believe them. The walls boast extra thick support beams, and in these areas, collapses shouldn't be happening. But they are. I've seen it with my own eyes, and others are echoing the same concerns. It's as if we're disturbing something deep within this place. I can't ignore this any longer. I need to find a way out. This mine just doesn't feel right. Henry.
Deep inside the mine, there's an unsettling restlessness among the workers. Every time they work on the deeper mine floors, they return with erratic and aggressive behavior. It's as if the pressure deep down is getting to them, but the exact cause remains a mystery. This is a phenomenon unlike anything I've witnessed in my lifetime. David.
regular maintenance. These unexpected malfunctions have left us in the dark at times, relying solely on our headlights for hours before the intersection lights are restored. Is someone playing pranks on us down here? Ben.
Something was controlling the miners. They've never posed a threat before. This is impossible. I've known Jack for years, and he wouldn't harm a fly. Yet he mercilessly pickaxed Brian to death. Or am I seeing things? It has to be something deep within the mine. Something is manipulating them. Their eerie sounds and appearances, fading in and out of reality, are beginning to unnerve me. Is this all in my mind, or am I genuinely going insane?
Today was an unforgettable day, one that I'll forever hold close to my heart. You see, it was my birthday, and instead of the usual celebrations, I had something extraordinary in mind. I asked to spend the day with my father, who works at the Rockwell Mine. As we descended into the mine's depths, excitement welled up inside me. The miners, known for their rugged faces and coal-stained hands, greeted me with open hearts, turning the dark industrial tunnels into a magical wonderland with their improvised decorations and creative party games. Our time together in the mine was pure joy and camaraderie. These miners, usually tough as nails, revealed their softer sides, sharing stories of bravery and resilience, while we took countless photos to capture the happiness and togetherness that defined this day. Amidst the depths of the earth, our celebrations felt like something out of a storybook. The laughter of the miners resonated through the tunnels, creating a symphony of joy that drowned out the surrounding darkness. As I stood there, my heart brimming with contentment, I realized that there was no other place I'd rather be. This unique and unforgettable birthday celebration deep within Rockwell Mine was a truly remarkable experience. It was, without a doubt, the best way to mark my special day. Warm family.
We find ourselves trapped deep within the mine, and the available oxygen is diminishing rapidly. Despair is creeping over us. Upon a closer examination, it becomes apparent that Wilson resorted to harming his fellow miners to preserve the precious oxygen. I could hardly believe that he would commit such an act. However, my own eyes bear witness to the grim reality. With only a few hours remaining, I saw what I saw, and there's no denying it. Ryan.
the explosion, the killings. How could they turn on each other like that? I had no choice. I had to defend my daughter from those who were trying to take her away. I've treated everyone with respect for 30 years, and this is how they react in tough situations. I can't believe it. Something is profoundly wrong. I need to uncover the truth. Deep in the mine, everyone is emerging from the depths radiated, as if they've encountered some sort of nuclear material. The sound is unbearable. But can you hear the sound of radiation without the equipment? I'm losing my mind down here. Cold drafts are appearing in unexpected places, and it's not just from the wind. Some of us suspect there might be hidden passages, even though we're deep underground, which seems impossible. There's only one way in and out, but more people are reporting this strange issue. Leo.
Evidence has surfaced revealing that Warden sabotaged our efforts, effectively sealing our fate. As we continued our descent deeper into the mine, we glanced back and witnessed him igniting the gas containers. In an instant, a deafening explosion followed, and he vanished. Another collapse ensued, leaving us trapped. The question that haunts us is, why would he do such a thing? Benjamin.
The increasing number of guys going missing is impossible to ignore, and no one can provide any information about their whereabouts. We're instructed to carry on with our work and told they'll be found, but I can't shake the feeling that I might be next. John sought help the other day, which was an unexpected plea, but both he and the one who went with him haven't been seen for days now. Oliver.
The text unveils a horrifying tale, one that speaks of a demon's insatiable thirst for power in our world, a power that can only be attained through the sacrifice of a woman. If this account holds any truth, then the book before me is no mere fiction. It's a tangible link to the cause of the relentless chaos that has besieged us. This mine was never meant to be unearthed. It harbors the ancient demon, a malevolent entity that has lurked in the shadows for untold centuries. stumbled upon a cryptic old book in a mine chamber, and it hints at the existence of concealed chambers that have never been seen by any human before. This revelation further complicates my effort to locate my daughter and ensure her safety. I need to read this book. It might hold the answers I so desperately seek. John Wilson. I stumbled upon peculiar, ancient-looking markings etched into the mine walls as I ventured closer to the site. The incidents of killings, collapses, and the bizarre appearances of miners are happening all around me, and I'm left perplexed about their origin and purpose. John Wilson.
Unexpectedly, we experienced a flood scare last week with no clear source, but the water rushed in rapidly. It seems like we may have broken into a water pocket of some sort. One particular tunnel is constantly at risk of flooding, making it exceedingly challenging to carry out our work in these conditions. Ethan.
Perhaps the book itself was interred by long-forgotten civilizations, its secrets buried for eons. And yet, our ceaseless excavation led us to this horrifying revelation. I bear a heavy burden, knowing that I must do everything within my power to thwart this demon's escape. John Wilson. As the truth crystallizes before me, I am overcome by a profound sense of dread. We have unwittingly triggered a ritual intended to summon the devil from this accursed place. The demon has manipulated us, turning our labor into a tool for its nefarious designs. Regretfully, this marks the only instance where a woman has ventured near the mine, and the responsibility for this calamity falls upon my shoulders.
explosion left the tunnels in ruins, and I'm desperately trying to find a way out. It's dark and filled with dust, and the further I go, the more I start to see shadowy figures resembling humans. With each encounter, a growing rage wells up inside me, and everything turns ominously dark. Noah.
The rock formations deeper down are unlike anything we've ever encountered. It's unsettling and begs the question, what have we dug into? This wasn't on any survey map, and I've never seen anything like this before. What's happening here? John? must acknowledge the grim reality. There is no salvation for her or myself. I must detonate the explosives, ending the torment of the deranged miners and sealing this malevolent force within. In doing so, I hope to prevent such a calamity from ever befalling others. Please find it within yourselves to forgive me for the sins I'm about to commit. John Wilson.
I'm immensely grateful to have been able to delve into the harrowing experiences of the miners and unveil the untold story that had remained concealed from the public for so long. I believe I've played a role in granting these lost souls the peace they deserved. In honor of John Wilson's sacrifice and the profound impact he made, I'm committed to crafting a story that will ensure the world remembers the legacy he left behind and the ultimate sacrifice he made for all of us. Report made by Robert Smith.